Alright, what's going on, everybody? Your boy is back with another video. This time it's on Season 2 Reloaded because it's finally dropping. I think it's dropping on 2 separate days, though. If I'm not mistaken, we'll get more into that into the blog post. But we will talk about everything that's going to be coming to Call of Duty, Black Ops 7 and Warzone with Season 2 Reloaded. So this is the roadmap right now that I've got pulled up just to kind of give, it's like the basic overview. Everybody knows what the roadmap is. Black Ops Royale is finally coming, which is like the successor of Blackout, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm really hyped for. I was a big fan of Blackout in BO4. It's, other than zombies, it's about actually the only game mode that I played. But you've got that. It looks like you've got some movement, weapon attachment kits, cradle breaches, whatever that is, new kill streaks and more. Ranked Series Season 2 for Warzone. Oh, that's a competitive event. We'll get into that too. Black Ops Royale only. There's challenges. New perks. They're redoing some of the perks. So that should be interesting. Some new weapons, operators, stuff like that. Things for Black Ops 7, we're getting 5 maps, 2 new ones, one 20v20, one 6v6, 3 remasters, which are just ported over from older games. These 2 are coming back from their remasters in Black Ops 6. A new game mode, a returning game mode, new score streak, and then multiplayer ranked will have their own ranked series as well. Zombies, we are finally getting DLC map 2, which is Paradox Junction. I will probably mute the video and just play through a little bit of the video whenever we go through the blog post, because I don't think Season 2 Reloaded will be all that long. New enemies and stuff like that comes with every map. We'll get more into that. In-game's got some new skill and a new world event. So, starting up here, that's actually a really cool picture. Anyways, Season 2 Reloaded intel, out loot and outlast. It basically goes over the blog, or it's an overview of the story, I guess, that they tell through the seasons. Season 2 Reloaded Endgame. Okay, there's your content summary. If you want to pause and read it, you can. I'm not going to read that because it's just going to be a summary of what I'm going to read in the blog post. Glitch fractures. Nightmare Zone remains a threat throughout Avalon as Alden Dorn continues detonating Cradle stockpiles. The high-intensity hotspots created in the aftermath of each strike challenge even the most hardened operators with areas that are more difficult than current Tier 4 zones. As the guild ramps up their attacks, and a new feature arrives with the Nightmare Zone squads who track down and eliminate the strike boss within will now reveal the location of a glitch fracture and off-map experience that pulls you and your squad into a section of corrupted C-Link data. Squad members who have not defeated the strike boss to reveal the location will be given the opportunity to join any squad member that initiates a vote to enter the glitch fracture. Once revealed, the glitch fracture appears on the map permanently and can be replayed at will. Survive the multiple escalating waves within, defeat the glitch boss, and gain access to a powerful nightmare skill. So the nightmare skills is the new skill track. I don't know if it'll replace like your exotic skill track, or if you can also have this skill track on top of your 3 main ones and your exotic, which would kind of be cool if they gave it that. When the glitch fracture is revealed by defeating the strike boss in a nightmare zone, this is your chance to fight for a new and powerful nightmare skill. Make it past the waves of enemies within the glitch fracture and take on the glitch boss to acquire one of the skills. You have, let's see, it looks like 5 different ones, and they all have upgrades, obviously. You've got Nova Strike, Phoenix Burst, Hellwing, Chaos Rounds, and Frost Vortex. Nova Strike is melee strikes with electric fields, it looks like. Phoenix Burst, when at low health, trigger an explosion that damages enemies and fully restores health. That kind of reminds me of Lightmend a little bit, just without the explosion part. Hellwing, wingsuiting over enemies, drop an incendiary trail on them. That's kind of cool. Chaos rounds, weapon attacks have a higher chance to trigger photon, incendiary, frost, or shock effects, so it's kind of like an elemental pop. Frost vortex, bullets have a chance to create a snowstorm that pulls in enemies. A weird mixture of Frost Blast and a Casimir? Okay. You can only have one Nightmare skill at a time, which is how they do the exotics as well, and that's fine. You don't really want these people getting too overpowered. The exotic fabricator is also a thing that's coming with this. Need a leg up on the competition, especially when facing the new mid-season glitch boss. You'll want the most powerful weapons available. Now, for the first time, operators have a chance to turn their favorite weapons into exotic weapons, pumping out high damage to help take down even the toughest enemies. So basically, your loadout weapon that you absolutely love, whatever you create and you want to go in with, you now have the chance of making that an exotic weapon instead of just having to find an exotic weapon loot drop. It's rewarded from defeating the strike boss within the Nightmare Zone. Use the machine to upgrade any loadout or field acquisition weapon to a full exotic weapon, which it's honestly kind of cool that they're doing that. Your first upgrade will always be to the exotic rarity and the damage. The second upgrade will provide an additional utility bonus. And the third one will always provide its exotic effect. So it looks like in order to get the full-fledged exotic weapon power, you have to upgrade it at least 3 times, which means you're going to have to be going into that Nightmare Zone at least 3 times, which is fine because your skill track also typically takes 3 upgrades. So if you have fully upgraded a weapon to exotic or have a named exotic weapon, you may choose to re-roll either the bonus utility or the exotic effect. Through repeated visits, operators can work towards perfecting their exotic weapons and contain the exact traits that they're looking for. Okay, that's cool. That's actually really cool. So you can build the exotic weapon the exact way that you want it. Now, keep in mind, though, that whenever you're doing this and you use the exotic fabricator, you can only use it once, and then you have to basically go through a new match, and use it another one, unless there's multiple Nightmare Zones in one match. I don't know yet. On to multiplayer. There's your content summary if you want to pause and read that. I'm just going to go over everything. The maps, you've got Torque, which is brand new. It's a 6v6. It's a small size map. Takes place in the Battle of LA from Black Ops 2. Or it doesn't take place in the Battle of LA from Black Ops 2. It's reminiscent of it. Everything about this is kind of... Thorn is controlling Mason's mind, making him see shit, and this is probably one of the things. That's how big it is. It looks like a 3-lane map. Your normal 3-lane maps. Anyways, Clifftown is coming back. It's medium-sized. Everybody knows Clifftown. It was originally Yemen back in Black Ops 2. So, there we go. Mission Peak is the brand new skirmish map for 20v20. It's just like every other 20v20 map. It's a portion of Avalon that has been taken and turned into a multiplayer skirmish map. They're really fun. I have actually enjoyed the 20v20 this year. It's kind of wild, some of the movement stuff that you can do with like the wingsuits and stuff like that. Anyways, Grind is returning from Black Ops 6, which was originally in Black Ops 4. Sorry, Black Ops 2. It was originally in Black Ops 2. I remember it in 4, but it was in 2. It was a DLC map in 2. These maps are... There's so many that they've remastered now, it's hard to keep track of which game they initially came from, because they're in so many others. Firing Range is returning also from Black Ops 6. Originally made its iteration in Black Ops 1. Actually, Firing Range is a good example of what I just stated, because Firing Range has been in... A version of it has probably been in just about every single Black Ops game to date. Multiplayer modes. Gauntlet is the new mode. Show what you're made of the new Gauntlet mode, pitting 2 6-player teams against one another in a round of 5 different game modes, played one right after the other, including Domination, Kill Confirmed, Hardpoint, Team Deathmatch, and Roulette. Okay, so basically what this sounds like is you've got 5 rounds of game modes. You're not going to know the set way that the game modes are going to play out. And it looks like the 5th one is... I don't know what Roulette is, actually. It's probably just a pick from one of the other game modes. It sounds fun. It sounds interesting. I will probably play a match or 2 of it just to see what it's like, because it sounds like they're trying to be innovative with new stuff. A high-risk versus reward mode. Oh, Roulette. A high-risk versus reward mode where players fight over control of an akimbo hand cannon. The devastating weapon inflicts massive damage and the risk of blowing up in your operator's hands, dropping the weapon for the next operator to pick up. Oh. Okay, that's cool. So it's a whole new game mode, technically, that they've made inside of a new game mode. Wild. Each mode lasts 2 minutes, immediately moving from one to the next one. Once the timer counts down to 0, teams are awarded points after each mode ends based on their performance in that mode. Infected is a returning mode. Everybody knows what Infected is. Infected has always been so much fun. It is one of the best game modes out there. Additional loadout content. We're getting a new score streak. It's a lock shot. It's a pistol. Sorry, it's a smart pistol. It locks onto multiple targets at once when ADSing. A single trigger pull eliminates all locked on targets in quick succession. And it cannot be countered by perks. Unlocks in a weekly challenge. Your overclocks are multi-lock and quick lock, which multi-lock adds 1 round to the magazine, while quick lock reduces the enemy lock-on time. New multiplayer events, ranked series event. We'll get into that more when we finally hit the event section of this. Black Ops 7 Season 2 Reloaded Zombies content. There's your content summary. Pause it now if you want to read that. I'm going to go over the full blog post, though. You've got your new map, which is Paradox Junction. That is a sick picture. Don't worry, it ain't your time. Caltheris may be free, but the crew's fate is anything but certain. Dragged beneath the sands of Mars and stranded beyond time, they now operate under the Warden's watchful eye. Seem folks need reminding who's the boss around here. Okay, maybe we're not watching the video. This is kind of dumb. I'm 20. Anyways. I'm 20-something. Simulacrum hidden within the brooding skies, spitting out the crew into a looped reality. 2 manifestations of the same cursed landscape. Paradox Junction, where time becomes a loop. It's Nuketown. It's 2 separate versions of Nuketown, set into one map. Yeah, we'll get more into it. That's sick. Is that the Pack-a-Punch camo? Hopefully we get a better look at that. If not, we'll scroll back up to this picture, actually, just in case. After the initial terror and bewilderment subsides, Paradox Junction seems to be a purgatorial pit stop where the Warden's influence is strong enough to extend outward, manipulating time itself. Secrets of the past and portents of the future combined into two variations of the same hellscape. Oh, that looks like another picture of a Pack-a-Punch camo. We're gonna have to, man. Anyways, as you explore Paradox Junction, you will be fitted between the past, intact, and possible future obliterated throughout the match. It's Nuketown and then blown up Nuketown, and it looks like it's Nuketown from Black Ops 1. But I think you can actually explore a little bit more of the neighborhood. So it's not like Alpha Omega, and it's not necessarily the Nuketown map from BO2, but it is, with just a little more on. It's, yeah. Paradox Junction, new enemy, the Rat Hound. It's the Plague Hound from Cold War. I've been trying to figure out the differences, and there's none. It's the Plague Hound from Cold War. The Plague Hounds are back, which I wasn't necessarily upset with Plague Hounds. They weren't bad, but yeah, that's the new enemy type. It doesn't say anything about elites though, so who's the elite? Anyways, Paradox Junction Wonder Weapon. It's the Blundergat from Mob of the Dead and Blood of the Dead, except it has a new variant called the Sundergat. Everybody knows what the Blundergat is and its offensive capabilities, so I'm just gonna kind of wow, it looks really nice. That looks pretty. Anyways, I'm going to skip over that part and just go to the Sundergat. The Sundergat's offensive capabilities. After certain unspeakable criteria has been achieved, the Blundergat can be transformed into the Sundergat variant with devastating firepower that rips both the physical and metaphysical parts of its enemies apart. The Sundergat also features a charging mechanic which, if you time it right, releases an awe-inspiring beam of pure pulverization. Sundergat's Soul Wrencher. Although zombies are undead, soulless beings, they are empowered by an energy that enables them to stagger, shamble, maul, and devour. The Sundergat wrenches the energy out of foes it strikes in a blast more powerful than the basic Blundergat. After a fatal blow is inflicted, the foe slumps forward. Keen-eyed crew members may see vaguely human or hound-shaped cloud of ectoplasm fly up and out of the body before slowly dissipating into oblivion. Then you have the Sunder Purge. Instead of normal firing, you can choose to expend additional ammo, charge the weapon, building up a blast with additional conical area of effect, which, in addition to normal and soul-expelling damage, has the added benefit of knocking down zombies struck by it. So it has a charge attack. Sunder Exile. An alternative way to release the charged up Sundergat attack is the Exile Strike, in addition to the usual widespread blast and the conical purge area of effect. This apex attack releases a long, narrow beam of focused energy. Anything caught in its shearing ray is torn asunder. So it looks like it's got 3 modes of attack. It's normal, a charge shot, and then just another way to fire off the charge shot, which honestly sounds kind of cool. Electroshock traps are coming back. Electroshock traps have been a staple in zombies since its iteration in World at War. First map they were on was Verrucht, and they work as you would think they would. You spend points, you flip a trap, and they're an electroshock trap. Loot cysts. This is new. Revolting sacs of a pulsating skin-like substance seem to wriggle and spasm, occasionally spewing out a glowing irradiated fluid. Some appear to have a mouth, though that's hopefully just a trick of the light. So do they drop loot? Like, what do you mean? Also, they look like a soul box. It's like, interesting. That's going to be Easter egg related. Like, you'll probably be able to get loot from them. That's going to be Easter egg related. I know that for a fact. Anyways, randomized perk placement. Time-bending tribulations even extend to the perk machines you encounter across Paradox Junction. At the start of each match, each predetermined machine location in the past and future variations of Nuketown spawn a random machine, with the exception of Quick Revive. Missing a perk, then seek Der Wonder Fizz for the full selection. So, I don't know if this means like it's going to be BO2's Nuketown, where they fell from the sky in a random place, or if it's just going to be random every time you load into a match. Like, every new match is going to be different. Which still technically is the same as the falling from the sky thing too, but I'm kind of glad this is returning because it makes you think about how to play the mode and the map so differently. So yeah. Although, unlike BO2 zombies with Nuketown zombies and the random perks, this one has a Wonder Fizz, so if you're missing a perk, then you can just go and get it from there. Main quest rewards and challenges. Main quest for Paradox Junction becomes available when the map releases with Season 2 Reloaded on March 11th. That's a Wednesday. That's this Wednesday. Interesting. Anyways, a new Blundergat Wonder Weapon skin, calling card, and 10,000 XP. Complete Paradox Junction Mastery Challenge for another calling card and 5,000 XP. Obtain all the necessary intel to earn a third calling card and another 10,000 XP. Players who complete the main quest before directed mode arrives for this map will also earn a unique calling card variant. I wish they would do a little bit more for this. It'd be a little bit more of an incentive. The unique calling card variants, to me, aren't enough. I didn't get it for Astra Malorum because it's typically just the same calling card with a different color filter, and you get a little skull and crossbone in like the bottom right corner. It's not enough for me. Like, I'm a hardcore zombies fan and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna try to rush to beat the map if that's all you're gonna give me. I get the story and everything like that, but still. Curse mode will be out for Paradox Junction, just like every other map, which is cool. New Pack-a-Punch camos. Further investigate into Paradox Junction may yield a selection of Pack-a-Punch camos to unlock. Examples are shown above, and some are downright devilish to obtain. That's going to be the cursed ones, like they do with all of them. The lock shot will also be in zombies. Got a new Gobblegum, which is Turncoat. Take a bite out of the competition with the new rare Gobblegum, as you're able to bring more than just your weapons into the fray. Charm up to 5 zombie pals to fight on your behalf in your next undead fracas. It's a temporary, or nearby zombies are charmed. And in DOA 4, nearby zombies are temporarily turned to do your bidding. Zombies related events. You're just like with Astra Malorum. There's going to be a Paradox Junction Zombies event, which gets you a variety of Gobblegums, themed rewards including Weapon Charm, Weapon Blueprint, Emblem, and 2 weapon camos, one animated, one not, where your high score playing Paradox Junction determines your standing. Here's what you can expect to earn. Oh, they're telling you I feel like they did this with Astra Malorum too, and I just didn't realize it, which is fine. There's a Wonder Bar, Raindrop, Support Group, Modified Chaos, Wall Power ×2, Quacknarok, and a Turncoat. So, I will say this much. I don't like leaderboard events. I really don't. But I do like zombies events in BO7 this year, just for the sole purpose of these events are giving us even more ways to earn the Ultra Gobblegums, which it didn't seem like in Black Ops 6 you had that many ways to earn it unless you bought them with COD points, or you just got randomly lucky on the random Gobblegums you earned. Weapon camos is Citizen, Animated, and Outreach. The emblem is Welcome Home. The weapon charm is Ned McNuke. Weapon blueprint is the test site for the Dravik 45 SMG. Weekly challenges, Counter Skies event pass. Anyways, Warzone Season 2. So this one's going to have probably a decent amount in it. I'm going to summarize as much as I can. But yeah. There's your summary. If you would like to read that, go ahead and pause it now. Otherwise, we will just go on and continue. Introducing Black Ops Royale. Call of Duty's original Battle Royale experience returns with the arrival of Black Ops Royale, bringing the intensity of the original mode to Call of Duty Warzone with modern updates and modifications. This is a free-to-play Battle Royale experience with new rules influenced by the original Blackout, including no starting loadouts, no gulag, and no buy stations. Up to 100 players will wingsuit into Avalon with one goal: be the last team standing, hit the ground running, and start scavenging weapons and other resources while engaging enemy players and staying with the within the collapsing circle that shrinks the field of battle throughout the match. For full details on the new mode, see our Black Ops Royale deep dive covering everything you need to know. It's Blackout 2.0. I genuinely am probably going to play this because I thoroughly enjoyed Blackout and the way that it was made, and I am real excited to get into this game mode. It sounds like it's going to be a blast. Other modes, new gameplay features, customize your play style with 3 new perks. If I had to guess, they're replacing old perks with new ones, which is fine. Momentum perk slot 2 replaces alertness. Movement enhancing perk. Momentum is built for close quarters operators who survive while staying mobile. This perk improves acute combat motion in tight spaces while improving weapon handling to get the jump on foes and follow through accurately. Okay. Berserker, which replaces Bomb Squad. I don't think I've ever used Bomb Squad. I have used Alertness, though. That's kind of sad. Anyways. It's another movement enhancing perk. Berserker rewards aggression with deftness after eliminating an enemy player. Gain a short burst of enhanced action speed, allowing you to chain engagements and reposition quickly before opponents can respond. During this window, common combat actions, including equipment use, weapon swaps, reloading, stance changes, and armor plating, are significantly faster, giving you flexibility to react based on the situation. Berserker also grants increased flinch resistance, helping you stay on target under fire and reduce visual obstruction when at low health. Okay, that's actually kind of a good perk. That's going to end up being a meta for ranked. I can already tell. Hunter, perk slot 3, which replaces Tracker. It's an awareness enhancing perk. Enhanced tracking, situational awareness, and enemy detection. With this perk combining the advantages of alertness and track. That's why they're... Okay, that makes sense. They're combining it into one. Helping your squad hunt down even the most evasive foes benefit from several combat-enhancing improvements, including briefly outlining and seeing the footprints of enemies damaged by your bullets, sensing enemies within 30 meters of your position, and sensing when you're being aimed at. This perk is designed for players who hunt, track, and anticipate enemy movement rather than react to it. This is going to be a really good perk if they allow it in ranked play. A really, really good perk for your support people, like the ones that stay back to try to help regain and help bring people back in quicker with all of that. Additional perk and equipment adjustments. The ghost perk adjustment: stay hidden from enemy UAVs and other intel gathering devices for a longer period of time. With this buff that ends the ghost grace period after 5 seconds, up from 1.5. That's good because I genuinely thought that ghost just didn't work because it was such a short amount of time. Anyways, a weekend LTM is Extreme Resurgence. It's played on Haven's Hollow, and it's Resurgence with more players. It's got 100 players in it. That's all it is. Warzone events, we'll get into that. General content, there's your content summary. Pause now if you want to read it. Otherwise, I'm going to just keep going. New weapons. Primary weapon, Voyak KT3, assault rifle. It's an event reward. You can pause if you want to read all of this stuff, which is fine. Your prestige attachments is the MFS anti-dispersion module. It looks like it's a laser. There are its weapon prestige camos. That one's really pretty. I don't know what's going on there, but that one's really pretty. The Swordfish A1, which is a marksman rifle. It is also an event reward. There is that information if you want to read that. MFS Penta Burst mod. It looks like it's going to be an ammo drum. There is your prestige camos for that one. That's kind of pretty, and I actually like that. That's pretty too. Your new weapon and attachments, the Echo 12 Backlash Launcher Kit. It's a fire mod. It's a grenade launcher conversion kit. The MXR-17 Anvil conversion kit. Turns it into very fast starting fire rate with high recoil that tapers off the longer it's fired, packed with extra ammo, lead with merciless firepower. So it kind of turns it into the hammer from BO2, which is cool. Reloaded events. You've got Altitude Tactics, which this is where you get the Voyat KT-3 assault rifle. Get hyped for the arrival of Black Ops Royale with the Altitude Tactics event. Progress through all 4 game modes to earn new mid-season rewards, including the new Voyat KT-3 assault rifle, plus the Rainfall weapon camo, Pinnacle weapon reticle, pinpoint, calling card, emblem, and other altitude-themed items. Counter Skies event. This is where you get the marksman rifle and the Backlash launcher kit for the Echo 12. Amass XP. It's an XP event, which is fine. I like XP events. You've got a free track and a premium track. The premium track actually kind of looks good compared to the premium tracks we've been getting. Premium tracks normally cost about 1,100 COD points. There's that. You can pause here to read the rewards if you want to, unless you just want to wait. Event, ranked series event multiplayer includes emblems and weapon camos. Compete for bragging rights and more in the first end of season ranked series event. Win all play matches to climb a 50-player ladder of competitors within your same rank, from gold rank all the way up to top 250 rank. Get top placement and earn a season 2 number 1 emblem, with additional emblems awarded for reaching the top 5, top 10, and top 25 for participating. Weapon camos are also awarded for various levels of placement, plus players can earn weapon charms for winning 10 ranked play matches throughout the event, and more. Note, these event camos are in addition to the weapon camos you earn during normal ranked play. Warzone ranked play series is the same exact way. Show your dominance and resurgence rank played with the first Call of Duty Warzone ranked series event. Compete against 50 players in your rank, earning weapon camos and emblems based on your final placement, in addition to rewards earned through event win challenges, including a large decal awarded after securing 5 ranked play wins and a weapon charm after securing 10 ranked play wins. Note, the event camos are distinct from the multiplayer ranked play camos and are earned in addition to the weapon charms you earn during normal weapon camos during normal ranked play. You've got your Paradox Junction event. You've got more weekly challenges that you can pause and read if you want to read those. And I'm going to be honest, no one really cares about the store offerings. But that wraps it up for me today. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching. If you could, just leave a like and a subscribe. It really does help me out with trying to grow. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.